Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Museum, or should I say 2 Point Zooseum? Did I say that right? I think I did, but I'm not sure. We'll find out, I guess. Maybe someone will say it in the intro. Anyway, how exciting. We now have combined my two biggest loves in gaming, Planet Zoo, animals and stuff, making a zoo and all of that, with 2 Point County. I'm so excited, and this is a first look. It is going to come out on the launch of the DLC, and I'm really excited. So currently we're playing this before the DLC is announced. I haven't had early access or anything. This is all in the free content update and stuff where we get to play the first chapter of Silverbottom Park. So we are going to dive in and have a look at the new stuff, the wildlife. Now, in the early kind of preview versions of it, you only get a limited number of stuff, and we can only play this scenario up to the 1-star objective being complete, but we do get access to 7 animals. We get 3 new points of interest and stuff like that, which is really good. So we're getting quite a bit of the DLC in advance, which I think is really nice, and all players could have played it. I don't know what the state is going to be like when we get into launch day, if that's going to become soft locked or whatever, who knows, but 2 Point are really, really nice. So let's have a look.
Countless experiences with our relatives from the animal kingdom. Eating, drinking, sitting. I said sitting. Yes, most of what we do, really. Except for me, of course. No animals on the radio. Not anymore.
Animals on the radio, eh? I wonder what that was all about. Anyway, here we are, the wildlife. It's about time the county finally sent someone. I'm Wiggy Silverbottom, and welcome to Silverbottom Park. I presume you've read my letters. Giles has been posting those, trusty old Giles, but I do like to hear my own voice, so I'll recap. The extraordinary wildlife of the Far-Flung Isles is in great trouble. Their environment is under threat, and they are falling sick. At this rate, I'll never see a painted panda up close with my own moustache, and that simply won't do. I offer up my home, one of them, as sanctuary. I'd save the creatures myself, but the county took away my pilot license. That's 7 licenses this year. It's like they don't want me helping at all. But the animals of the Far-Flung Isles need my help, and I need your help. I wonder if we can give him a voice for this last bit. See, if you can put old Giles to use, he's around here somewhere. He'll help you, help me, help them. That's the plan. I think he'd sound like that. Yeah, I think that's what he'd sound like. We've got a special member of staff. A special staff member. Okay, we've unlocked Charge Labs, which is a new location. And is Charge Labs? That's strange. Right, we can hire a wildlife expert. Now, we do have something already. We've got a Roderick bus, but that's come from something else in my playthrough, I think. Anyway, we need to hire a wildlife expert, which we can do with easy. Henrietta Chain Food, Colin Wren, or Buck Dynamite. I like Buck Dynamite. He's also a good egg, so we'll hire him. We then need to place a ticket booth, and I'm going to place the ticket tent because I think that's just friendly enough. Law friendly is what I meant to say. So we'll place the ticket tent, and then we need to build a staff room. Now, I do happen to have a blueprinted staff room somewhere, I think. Yes, we do. It's a nice maxed out staff room. So I'm going to place that in this little back area here. Oh, that's another like entranceway type space. So let's put the staff room here in this corner there. And that means we'll just move this along a little bit. There we go. Staff room is in. Get rid of the invalid items. I've learned the hard way that guests and loose animals are a bad combination. Don't ask. If we're going to home wildlife, we first need somewhere for them to go. Terrariums are the perfect enclosure for nature's smaller characters. Giles won't be any help, but a wildlife expert should be able to knock one together in a workshop. Ah, okay, so we need a workshop to create these terrariums. Terrariums are miniature enclosures that home small animals. Wildlife experts can build terrariums in the workshop. Guests will view a terrarium and all the exhibits living inside as a single display. Terrariums can be placed anywhere and decorated like anything else. Every creature needs to live in its natural environment. Select the right biome for your exhibits to keep everyone happy and healthy. Pretty much like Planet Zoo. That's really cool. Right, we need to build a workshop, and I think I've got one here. But wait, that one. We're going to build... Oh, right, I see now. It's my really oddly shaped workshop. Right, we can put that in. And, oh, wait a minute. No, put that in wrong. Let's do that again. Workshop, flip it round, put it down, and then we'll just fill in the blank here. And then I can probably reshuffle all of that stuff, but I'm just going to leave it for now. Then we need to make a small terrarium in the workshop with a wildlife expert and display a small terrarium. So over here, small terrarium, start project. That will get done. We do need a staff member trained in wildlife. I do have one, don't I? Are you going to go and do it? Yes, you're going to the workshop. Good. Right, let's bring another one in. Colin Wren. I'm going to bring him in because he's already at rank 2 and he is also good for training as well. That's very useful. We're not going to train him just yet. Oh, it's Giles the butler. There, that's my special staff member. Right, we don't have an assistant to let these wonderful people in, so let's very quickly hire Penny Odyssey, get her to work there quickly before somebody leaves. There we go, he's arrived. And then we need to display a small terrarium. So we make this in the workshop. You can see my workshop's pretty well boosted, so actually, let's have a look. Janitors. Can I bring in a new janitor who can really help us out here? Looks like maybe Giles the butler is a janitor. So can he upgrade my workstation? Don't know, but we've got a terrarium now in the inventory, so we can just display that, and I'm going to put it here. We'll put a nice little wall of terrariums to block this. As I'm sure you remember all too well from my letters, the far-flung isles are in great trouble. The environment is collapsing and the creatures are falling sick with far-flung flu. Before you go out looking for creatures, you'd best build a wildlife welfare room. It's hardly a sanctuary if we don't help the animals be healthy and happy. So, sick as a dog, apparently. Wildlife experts arrive at the museum sick with far-flung flu. Animals should be treated in wildlife welfare before going to their new home. I don't know what happened to my voice. Place new exhibits in a wildlife welfare room to cure them of the far-flung flu. All wildlife experts can heal animals, but you can train staff to become more proficient in this task. Once an animal has been treated, wildlife welfare will display this icon. Healthy exhibits are ready to be homed in an enclosure. So we can build wildlife welfare. We are going to build that here. I don't know what size it needs to be. That's not going to be big enough, though. Where can we place our wildlife welfare? Let's put it in this little back room area here. I don't need that. We'll put this in. We'll add that. And we'll kind of fill in the rest here. There we go. Then we can put in... Oh, this looks cool. That goes in. There we go. And wildlife welfare is done. By my accounts, we now have most of the things a wildlife museum should have. Just no animals, unless you count Giles, which I do not. Head to the Far-Flung Isles and find our first animal guest. The adventure starts here. Ha ha! Wiggy Silverbottom is the guy who does the intro, isn't he? I don't know. Anyway, we need to complete an expedition to Sticky Thicket and cure an animal in wildlife welfare. So we're going to actually hire... We've got another staff member, haven't we? Yeah, we've already done that. So let's go on our first expedition. And we are going to go to our usual expedition map. And over here, the Far-Flung Isles, where we have 3 new places of interest and 1 unlocked already, the Sticky Thicket. We're going to set up our expedition. We'll send Colin there. Now, that will increase our expedition time. The mudslide decreases the POI biodiversity level by 10%. Wonder what that means. And we can pick up an injury. I'm going to take the first aid kit and we'll make it detailed and off they go. Right then, let's see what we get from our first expedition. And we currently have quite a substantial queue, even though I don't think we've got anything in here. We haven't. We've got nothing in there. So hopefully we'll get something in that we can place in there. We do need to cure an animal in wildlife welfare. We also need to put in a donation bin. So I'm going to put a nice big donation bin right here. And we will also add in a glass info stand. I don't know why. We're going to put one here. Hopefully it'll like kind of show up once the terrarium's in place. I can also put in an info stand here and a donation bin in that space as well. I've got some exhibits here that I didn't realize I had. It's a Jasmine Odyssey album, the Penny Pincher, and a memorial bust. Right, okay. So far, nothing really good here, but we are on our way exploring the Sticky Thicket, and I think we'll be all right. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to start a new project, and we are going to get a couple of items here. And I want 3 survey scanners just so we can really boost that sort of stuff. We need a janitor though with the workshop training, but they don't have any here. So what we'll do is we'll just grab 1 janitor here. We'll pick up our rewards from our first foray into the Sticky Thicket. What do we get? It's a snake bite snake. Okay, so we'll send that to our inventory. This is a terrarium animal, which is good. Then we will cure it in here. I guess we can just drag it into here. There we go. It's getting looked after there. Oh, it's cute. Like a Pokemon Center. And that should speed up. Is it going quickly? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Ah, right. We need an actual staff member to come in, and it's gone in the box. And it's curing itself of the flu. Good. Right, so then we can put it in the terrarium and hopefully send out another expedition straight away. So let's get that done. Back to the Sticky Thicket, and we will set up again. Book Dynamite's going to go this time. We'll take the first aid kit to remove the injury. We've got the camping spot. What do we need for that? Ah, right, okay, we need to take the expedition journal to unlock that, but we can't really right now, so we'll just leave that as it is. I'm interested in the biodiversity stuff, so that's something that I would like to kind of explore further. Hopefully we'll get like a little tutorial tooltip for that soon enough. We could do with decorating that area as well, but I'm going to leave that for now. We do have decoration. I've just realised it's like the DVD thing. I've played this game for so long and never noticed that on the workshop. Right, can we actually upgrade this? No, I'm not going to do the voice, but he's been, yeah, we've got a snake, and yes, good. They've got flu. They can be treated. We have done that. We've also unlocked a onesie stand. The treatment is complete, and the snake is now in our inventory. So the snake bite snake is going to go in the small terrarium. There we go. Right, they are in the wrong kind of terrarium. So they need the correct biome, which I assume is the jungle biome. Is that correct? We can have 2 in here, and we can add a perk to it as well, which is good. And as long as we decorate it, I guess, let's see what the snake bite snake needs. Are there certain things that it would like? It's a terrarium animal. It requires jungle, and it could do with a favorite wildlife expert. That's cool. Right, we need to get some knowledge, and we also need to generate some buzz. Does it have a buzz bonus if we customize the name? Does that mean we customize the name of the snake? Let's do that. We'll call her Sally. Sally Snakebite. Yes, there we go. The custom name does increase that, and actually it increases it to full. So having like decoration around it doesn't necessarily, I guess, improve anything. But that's good to know. Right, we are now on another expedition. We have money rolling in, and we have our first little exhibit. So let's take a look at what decorative items we currently have unlocked in here. Now, wildlife, we've got the wildlife banner. We'll put a wildlife banner here. I like this. A little bit of a derpy llama. I think, no, it's not a llama, it's something else. Then we've also got the bear. That's pretty cool too. Angry bear. We're going to put the angry bear one in here, like that. And then we've also got the snake. Well, really, we should have the snake over here, shouldn't we? So let's put the snake in here. And then we've also got a trio of penguins, are they? I think they're penguins. Let's just put that in the corner here. And then we've got the round safari planter, which we can change a couple of things with it. I'm going to put one there, and then we'll put this one here. I'm not quite sure what that changed, because they look exactly the same. Oh no, it's just a shorter, smaller plant. Yeah, that's it. Got it. Right, so we'll put 2 of them there. And then we've got these, which we can unlock with Kudosh, the snakebite statue, which obviously needs to go here. Turn that round. Then we've got the signpost, the safari signpost, which we're going to place on the corner here. We've also got the snowy fern and the snowy weed, which obviously we would put in a snowy style exhibit. And then of course we've got the mix and match double banners, which we can make use of. So that's good. We also unlocked some new kiosks. So if we scroll all the way down here, or have a look at food. Maybe we haven't yet unlocked these. Maybe we need to do something to unlock them, like progress through stuff. So we don't have those kiosks just yet. But our expedition has returned. Let's see what we've got this time. This is all very exciting. I'm really looking forward to playing some more of this, so I hope you are ready. The cabin snail. Okay, interesting. Right, any biome, it's a terrarium animal. We are going to send that to our inventory. And again, we'll head back out on another expedition. So we still need that janitor. Do we have one? We don't yet have one. We are making some money. Should we build our training room now then? We don't have enough money to build the training room. And I do want to make sure I build my maxed out one. So we're going to leave that for now. We'll put in our cabin snail. It says I don't have a free machine, but I definitely do. Oh, wait, hang on. Did that say something else? A micro animal spa. Animal desk. Animal medicine cabinet. Supplies stack. Okay, interesting.
Announcement. Without a training room, staff will stay the same.
Micro animal spa machine. What is that then? Anyway, it wants me to have a gift shop with a level 5 decoration rating. So let's have a look. I don't actually have one. So let's put in a new gift shop. We'll stick it here, making it fairly large because there's probably going to be a lot of stuff that we can fit in here. So we'll place that, then we'll get some people to work. So we want wildlife. Oh, I like this. Nice bookshelf there. That's good. And then the poster stand, which we'll do wildlife on. And we'll also put a plushie stand in that's wildlife themed. Very cute. We've got the toy stand, which is just nice. We don't have any theme for that, but we do have onesies. So we'll put a wildlife onesie in. Of course, it's a zebra. We need a decoration rating of 5 for this. So that's something that we're going to really need to think about. Do we have any nice animal posters? There's a fantasy poster there and a wildlife poster, which we'll unlock. Very cute. We'll put a couple of them up. Then we'll get a speaker on the wall. And we can probably put in a few other things here. Let's put the botanical bin in because it's wildlife themed. And then we can put in a couple of other posters. So we'll stick a botany poster in. That gets us to level 5. And that completes that. No one's as excited as I am about a snake in a box. I've got goosebumps just looking at it. Yeah, I didn't do the voice again. We're not going to do it. Build a habitat rooms to house larger creatures from the far-flung isles. Okay, so habitat rooms are enclosures that home large animals. Wildlife experts will restock food and clean animal waste as part of their working routine. Every creature needs to live in its natural environment. Like terrariums, habitat rooms can be set to a variety of different biomes. As well as biome requirements, wildlife exhibits may have environmental preferences. Light decoration will please animals that like an open environment, but animals with a dense preference will want lots of decorations. So we can build a habitat room. And I guess this works pretty much like the terrariums for fish. Now we do have an issue here in that people aren't going to be able to access that. So let's make it quite big like this and then just take that out. So that there's a bit of a pathway around it. Can't even do that, actually. That doesn't work. Okay, so we may need to move that staff room, which is fine. We can do that. We'll put that there. Then we need to put a meat food dispenser in, apparently. And a habitat door, which we'll put there. And then we'll confirm that. So we've got a habitat here. Oh, I quite like that. People can go and look at it there. And then we just need to find a way to get them through here. So we can move this staff room here. I'm going to pick that up. We're going to put it into this area because it does seem to be a staff-only area anyway. Then we'll grab this. We'll take that out. And we'll put another one in here. Looks like people do need the toilet. So do I have a bathroom? No, I don't. Right, let's put a really small bathroom in. We'll put that here. Let's just quickly drop one down in this space. Like that. Throw in some toilets. That didn't work out well, did it? There we go. We'll not leave any like washing services or anything. We'll just leave it as it is. Then let's go over to here to our flooring, and we will grab our dropper tool a second, like that, and we'll place this going up to here, like that, and it'll come along to here. And then we want to grab the dropper tool again, grab this one, come down here, and then all the way along like that. And then this is going to carry on around this space here, just so that it all looks nice and uniform. Good. Right, okay, so that's the enclosure done. We need to display a habitat with a dense jungle biome. Let's go back to the far-flung jungle again. This time, I think we still can't take any of the other stuff that we've got, so that's a shame. But we'll keep chipping away at that. And then, can we now hire? Oh, damn, we still don't have the janitor we need. That's tough. And I don't want to build the training room. New applicant in 1 day. Ooh, perfect. Here we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Right, we also need another assistant to work in the gift shop, which is good. Right, we need a jungle biome. So we're going to go with jungle. That's good. Then it needs to be dense. Now, how do we make it dense? Is it because of the... Do we need to then just decorate it? So let's have a look at what we can do. Let's put in some jungle, and throw in at the back here, we can put in some trees. We'll just make a little bit of a forest here. And then we'll unlock some of these things, like the log stumps. We'll put a log stump there. We'll get the tropical boulder, which can just fit in there, and another one here. Then we've got the sunfire fern, which is cool. Now, this is where you're going to be able to start creating some really nice framed things in your zooseums, as we'll call them. In a couple of rocks and stuff. We've also unlocked the far-flung jungle, which is our next target. That's where we need to be going next. So we can just about squeeze a few more things in. I'll put some more ferns in, and I'll carry on this lot of trees all the way along to here. And we'll leave it at that for now. I think that's pretty cool. Then, if we have a look at it, you can see that it's dense. Right, so we have now created a dense habitat. We've got a meat food dispenser. We can go to the far-flung jungle, but we've got to wait for our current expedition to return. We're now making the stuff that we need in the workshop. We still don't have whatever it is we need for this poor little cabin snail. So we might need to research that one, I guess. We'll put in this Roderick bust, though, and then we can finish decorating all of the other stuff around it in another episode. We are on our way back from Sticky Thicket. We're selling some stuff. We're making a bit of money, but our staff wages are going to be a bit of an issue. However, monthly profit's looking good. Let's wait for this to come back and see what we've got. And we're back. We can open this crate. What have you got for us? It's another snakebite snake, and this time it is epic. Right, we're going to put that in our inventory. We are going to cure that in here. And then we'll be able to put a second snake in that terrarium. What's this sauna thing about? Let's have a look. I've only got small terrarium. Is it an item of some description that I just haven't seen? I don't think so. Nope, definitely not. Right, that's interesting. Maybe it's just another terrarium I need to use. Let's have a quick check here. Can I put the cabin snail in there? I can put the cabin snail in the small terrarium. Right, they have now been treated, so we can put them in. Then we can have a look here. We can look at snakebite snake. We will call this one Family snake bite. There we go. Right. We have 2 little snakies in there with a nice buzz boost. And it looks like they now need a bit more of a decoration buzz. So let's have a quick look. Is it a decoration in here? Can we actually decorate in here? I don't think we can. Oh, we can. Decoration buzz. It's just going to give us the area around it here. So let's put another planter in just there. And another one. Ooh, can we actually... Let's put something at the back. Something on the wall might help. There, we'll put the vines in. That's nice. Good. Right, that gets it to maxed out. Good. Excellent. Right. So, this is full. I need a security guard. We'll take Brian Pumps. He can empty that. And then we'll call it a day now. All right. So, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of 2 Point Museum, looking at the Zooseum expansion. And next time, we will head off to the jungle to see what we can find there. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.